Okay, Coach, opening statement on this past weekend for the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, it was a really good weekend for SFA football. A great crowd, parents' weekend, and just a tremendous turnout by everybody in town, East Texas, and like I say, a lot of friends and family in for parents' weekend. So a great environment. Good to see the old Lumberjack marching band in full force and Purple Haze, and set the stage. It was a good atmosphere for a good football game, and I thought our guys came out and really played well, asserted themselves early in that game, and I think they respected their opponent. They had a great week of work, which was really encouraging, and I'm just really pleased with the way they responded, coming off a tough week and a disappointing finish the week before, to come back and put together just a full body of work Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That was our best week of practice we had this season, and it showed there on Saturday. Just again went out and asserted themselves early. Played really good that first half, about as good of a first half as we've played in quite a while here. It did have one turnover, but just offense, defense, both really dominant. 35-0 there at halftime. Didn't play well the first series coming out the second half, offense or defense, out of 3 and out, and gave up an explosive. But other than that, finished the game well. Got a lot of guys in there, some reps, and a very divisive. What's the word? Decisive? Is that
Yes,
the word I'm looking for?
Yes.
It's Monday. 48 to 7 victory, and so good to get back in the win column and get things rolling as we head into Jack's week.
Turn over to media, and I'll piggyback off of you.
Yeah, Coach, I mean, this has been kind of the biggest thing these past couple of weeks is finishing. You guys have been good for most of the game, pretty much all of the game, and then it's kind of towards the end, things kind of start to collapse. How does it feel to finally have a full, complete game where really nothing was in question?
Yeah, and I think it was, you're exactly right. We finished well. We threw a fourth quarter shutout, which defensively, that's really important, is to finish strong. And I think it was more, not so much about finishing, but just handling adversity. You know, the two losses we've got, North Texas and McNeese, we both had some, bad things happen right before half. Didn't make a play, gave up a play. Hail Mary at McNeese, losing on that one. But, just our response to adversity, and this week, is kind of themed the week, just good. That happened, good. We'll go out and play defense, good. We'll go out and answer the bell. And we mishandled a punt. We really poor in our punt return decisions. Very disappointed in that aspect of it. Not just the one we muffed, but there's 2 or 3 others we made bad decisions on. But had a turnover inside our own 5 or inside our own 10 there, right before half, and up 28-0, and that could have been that moment that we, and go in all down and sad and depressed and feel sorry for ourselves. But no, we went out there good defense and just punished them, moved them back 16 yards, and they were facing 4th and goal from the 24, the 26, and forced a missed field goal, and then drove down, put together, used our timeout, saved the clock, and then put together a really nice end of half drive. And so that was a thing that was encouraging, which allowed us to, go in and finish the game with it not even being questioned.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things that I saw was defensively, you guys were great, under 250 yards in total offense and only 18 passing yards. I was just looking at it, was under a yard per attempt, I believe. Can you kind of just go into the defense from last Saturday?
Yeah, I wish they had thrown it more, 1 yard per attempt. We like that. But those guys, we've got some players on defense, and they're playing well together. This is, we've had to change defense coordinators 3 years in a row. And so this is the first year in 4 years that we've had the same system from one year to the next. And so you're seeing that. This game is an offensive game now, and every rule that's changed is for offense to make it more TV friendly and fan friendly. And so it's tough to coach defense. It's tough to play defense. But those guys are in Coach Mootz's system, and we're able to do more. He's able to use a little bit more of his toolbox as a defensive coordinator. And so they are playing really well. We're really strong up front against the run. Our first down defense was incredible Saturday night, and which allowed, that was a running team, and really the yards they got was quarterback follow. I mean, they're just running their quarterback, and that's you roll the dice when you do that and everything. But they try to get one more hat. But we played great on first down, which allowed them to make a running team try to throw the football. and make them beat you doing something they're not comfortable doing, and they weren't able to do that. And that's a good ball club. I failed to mention there in the opening statement, Northern Colorado is much improved, and like they had ACU beat 6 ways from Sunday and just lost on the 54-yard walk-off field goal the week before. They're going to win a bunch of ball games down the stretch here once they get into conference play. Coach Lamb does a really good job. You can just tell a lot about a program in terms of how they travel, how they operate, and very well coached. So I was very pleased to get the win.
Yeah, and then Coach, obviously you guys have a bye week this week. How does
No,
it
sir.
feel? No?
No.
Jack's week. Sorry.
Jack's week.
Jack's week. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Bad teams take a week off. Good teams get better.
Exactly. And how does it feel going into Jack's week on a note like that? Not just winning, but being able to win in the way that you guys did.
Yeah, it's everything in this profession and in playing this game. You work. It's unlike any other sport. You're working year round, practicing year round, lifting, running, training for 11, 12 ball games. Everybody else, they practice during their games. I mean, they're playing 40, 50 games. Football, you get 10, 11, 12 of them per year. So there's so much on the feeling of winning and losing. And so that's where I was so pleased with our guys and our staff, the way they responded, because, that McNeese, that's one that'll stick with you the rest of your career. I mean, just when you lose in the way we lost, it eats at your core, and does as players too. And a lot of times people throw in the towel and have a bad week and don't respond well. And the way our guys responded, and now they've got that, the sun's a little brighter, and they know now, they see the reward for doing things right and the preparation and the work. And so that's our focus right now this week is let's go out and let's make us better. Everybody's got goals, but it's about, what is your objective? To be the best version of 2024 Lumberjacks we can be. And I think they got a good taste of that. They went out and improved last week, and they got better. And when you do that and you play hard and smart for 60 minutes, you don't have to look at the scoreboard. It's going to take care of itself. And this team is playing smart. I know we don't make every play and every tackle and catch every ball, but very, very pleased with our penalties. We had 2 penalties for 15 yards. I think through 4 games, we're averaging just over 3 penalties for right at 30 or 35 yards a game. And that's a tip of the hat to the guys, practicing smart, playing smart, and that'll pay off in the long run.
Yeah, and then speaking on, Jack's week, bye week, injury-wise, how important is it to get a sort of a week to let these guys get kind of back into the groove of this?
No, this one hits perfect. A great time for us, because we've been in the season now 4 weeks and then 3.5 weeks of preseason. So, I mean, we've been in it for about 7 or 8 weeks of just go, go, go. Now you've got this week to, kind of get your feet set back underneath you before we turn the page and play 8 weeks straight of college football, Division I college football. And so that's what we challenged them this morning. We've got to get better. We got to get a lot better as a team. We've got to get stronger. We're crushing it. We just got out of the weight room right now. Got to move some iron this week. Got to get smarter, learn, put in a couple, 2, 3 new blitzes today. This morning had some install offense installing a little bit new, and then getting healthy. Got guys that are banged up. There'll be some guys we hold out of practice, guys that have got to get rehabbed and get healthy, get rested, take some legs, take some reps off some legs. Some guys that have played a lot, which means you can invest in some of your younger guys. And now, man, this guy's close. He's going to get a lot more reps this week. And then, take care of business academically. Gives you a chance really to get ahead in the classroom because it's fixing to get bang, 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 bang. And so trying to work ahead there. So there's a lot of positives coming out of this week.
The big stat that we're going to promote throughout Jack's Week from Pro Football Focus, who does everything for FBS and FCS football. 4th ranked Division I defense in the nation, just overall at 91.9. And then the 2nd ranked run defense in Division I football at 94.3, and you lead both the FCS categories in that, and then 8th in coverage at 89.7. So I know you're already rambling about the defense, but this defense is really that solid, right?
Yeah, thanks for saying I'm rambling. I'm sorry if I'm rambling and I'm boring you there, Hunter, but
no,
that's great, and the PFF and the rankings and everything else, it just ticks those guys off, because they're looking at it, how can I be better? And we've given up an 80-yard explosive run at UNT, gave up a 60-yard explosive there to start the third quarter. And so it makes them hungrier to get it right all the time. And they are playing at a high clip right now and gaining some confidence, but still got to be better. Got our first red zone stop. We got to be better in the red zone defensively. Offensively, you know, they're gaining some confidence there. I think you saw our offense, you know, pick up the tempo a little bit more, hurt some people with tempo. Very balanced, rush for 250 yards and 6.3 a carry. And you're going to win a bunch of ball games if you're able to do that. So I think we're starting to, you know, kind of catch our stride and gain some confidence in what we're doing, but we've got to do it at a high level all the time to be as successful as we'd like to be.
Not to completely overlook the rest period, but a big matchup after this Jacks week in hosting Northwestern State for first time in a long time for an actual rivalry game against Northwestern States. And I'm sure the old heads, you mentioned about McNeese, but the old heads will come out in support for this one.
There'll be old guys, there'll be young guys. Everybody likes a good rivalry game, and this is going to be great. Battle of the Chief. The new trophy will be introduced here sometime next week. I have a feeling, so it'll be a fun week. And like I say, we're focusing on us, but as coaches, we're turning the page too and working on game plan wise right now. Get an extra couple days to prepare for the old Demons, and so you can throw those records out the window with a rivalry game. Should be a great crowd and I mean, good atmosphere. If we get anything like we had last Saturday night, that run out was awesome. Kudos to our game ops people. They're taking it to a whole nother level around here. But it should be a fun Jacks week for us to get better, and then a big week ahead playing Northwestern State a week from Saturday.
Well, thank you for your time, Coach.
Thank you, Axel.